all of you. Today we are going to discuss the stochastic specification of population regression function. Let us start with population regression function. PRF tells how the mean or average response of y varies with x. That is, expected value of y given xi is equal to f of xi. The mean value of y is related to x value. And we have already assumed a linear functional form for the population regression function. That is, the population regression function expected value of y given xi is a linear function of xi. We can express the linear function in this way. Expected value of y given xi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 xi. This is the expression for a straight line. So the linear relationship of the population regression function has already been established. According to this population regression function, we know that the mean values of y and given x are related in some way. That is, if you are given the x value, you can find the mean value of y by making use of this linear functional form. Now the question is there any relationship between an individual family's consumption expenditure, that is an individual yi, and a given level of income? Is there any relationship between yi and xi? Please keep in mind that in population regression function, we found that a linear functional relationship exists between expected value of y given xi and xi. That is, the average or mean value of y and x are related. Now we are dealing with another relationship where any relationship exists between family's consumption expenditure, that is individual family's consumption expenditure, and a given level of income. Let us go back to the hypothetical example and make this question clear. So according to population regression function, we found that the x values and the expected value of y given xi are related to each other. That is, as the x increases, we know that the weekly family income increases from 800 to 1000, then to 1200, then to 1400, etc. As the income increases, we found that the average consumption expenditure also increases. The population regression function states the linear relationship between these two entities, x value and the expected value of y given xi. Though we are able to get a relationship between the average y value and x value, that particular regression function or the population regression function is silent regarding the relationship between individual y value and x value. Whether each of these individual families' income is related to the given x value, that we don't know. Or is there any relationship between these two? That is between 800 and 550, or between 800 and 600, or is there any relationship between 800 and 650? That we don't know. Or is there any relationship like that? It is the question. We know that 650, which is the mean value of y, is related to x. Given x is 800, we know that the expected value will be 650. Given x value is 1000, we can compute that the expected value will be 770. But what about the individual family's consumption expenditure? Is there any relationship exist between individual y value and x value? That is the question. To address this question, we need stochastic specification of the population regression function. Given the income level of xi An individual family's consumption expenditure is clustered around its conditional expectation. We know that in each of this subpopulation of y, you can see that every individual yi is somewhat located in and around the mean value of y. That is very clear from the example. In the first subpopulation, we know that the income is 800. The mean value of y is 650. This is the mean value of y. When you take the individual y values, you can see that they are lying around this mean value. 550 is the first individual y value, which shows a 100-point difference from the mean value. The second individual y value is 600, which is showing a 50-point difference from the mean value. Anyway, all of these values are located in and around the mean value of y. So, given the income level, an individual family's consumption expenditure, that is each of the yi, is clustered around its conditional expectation. The deviation of an individual yi around its expected value can be expressed as ui is equal to yi minus expected value of y given xi. So, in each of the case, when you take each of the individual y value, you can express the deviation in that particular case in this format. The deviation can be represented as ui, and that ui is equal to the difference between that particular specific individual y value and the mean value, that is yi minus expected value of y given xi. From this, we will be getting an expression for yi, or the individual y value. Yi is equal to expected value plus the deviation ui. So, in the hypothetical example, each of the y value can be expressed in this particular format. Each of the yi can be represented as the summation of the mean value plus ui, which is the deviation. And in the last class, we saw that the ui value can be positive or negative. If the actual value is greater than the expected value, then ui will be positive. But if the actual value or the specific individual y value is less than the mean value, then ui will be negative. So, the deviation ui is known as the stochastic disturbance, or the stochastic error term that we have already discussed in the last class. And this unobservable random variable can take positive or negative value. Now, to define this error term, for the time being, we can state it as a surrogate or proxy for all the omitted or neglected variables that may affect y but are not included in the regression model. So, this error term, what is this error term? What does it represent? So, the error term captures all the neglected variables that may have impact on the y variable but are not included in the regression model. So, when you take each individual case, when you take this first case, individual family's consumption expenditure 550, according to population regression function, we know that given the income level of 800, the mean y value will be 650. That is what we are expecting. The y value will be 650, or the population regression line shows that when x is 800, the y will be 650. But when you take the first family, it is seen that the average consumption expenditure is 550, a 100-point deviation from the mean value. What is this deviation? The deviation is caused by the impact of some other factors that we have ignored, that we have not included in the model. In the model, we considered only one independent factor, income, which is influencing expenditure. We don't know whether there are other factors which is influencing this consumption expenditure of the families. In this individual family's case, the specific y value is deviating from the mean value, and the deviation may be due to the presence of other factors that may be influencing this particular y. Clear? So the variable, that is the disturbance term, is used as a proxy for all the omitted or neglected variables that may affect y but are not included in the regression model. In the hypothetical example, we have included only one variable, that is income, which is influencing the expenditure. If other variables are also there which is influencing the expenditure, that variables are captured by the term ui. So stochastic error term is a proxy for all the omitted or neglected variables that may affect the y value but are not included in the regression model. So we have got an expression for individual yi, which we can express as the summation of the mean value of y plus ui, and this ui is the error term or the stochastic disturbance term, which is capturing the influence of other variables upon y other than x. In the model, we have included only the x variable which is influencing y. We don't know any other variables are there. The influence of all the other variables, if they exist, are captured by the error term. So yi or each of the individual y terms can be expressed in this format. Yi is equal to expected value of y given xi plus ui. How can you interpret this particular expression? The expenditure of an individual family given its income level can be expressed as the sum of two components. The first component is this expected value of y. It is the mean consumption expenditure of all the families with the same level of income. And we can call it as the systematic or the deterministic component. And we also know that this particular element or this mean value of y is a linear function of xi, which is shown here, beta 1 plus beta 2 xi. Now the second part is the stochastic error term ui. This is called as the random or the non-systematic component. We are not sure about the value or the magnitude of this component. It can deviate from one value to another. When you take each of the individual y value, ui may be different. So again, coming back to the expression for individual yi is equal to expected value of y given xi plus ui. Now we are going to incorporate the linear functional form onto this. We know that this expected value of y is a function of xi. So incorporating the linear functional form, we can rewrite this expression as yi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 xi plus ui. So both of these expressions represent the stochastic form of the population regression function. We have already discussed the population regression function in previous classes. Now the stochastic specification of PRF shows that in the population regression function, there is an element, that is the stochastic term. So when you want to establish the relationship between individual yi and the given xi, then the population regression function should be modified in a way to capture the deviation part. We know that each of the individual y value is different from the mean value. So to account for the deviation, we have to incorporate a new element, which is the stochastic term. So both of these expressions shows the stochastic specification of population regression function. Here each of the individual y value is expressed as a combination of expected y value and the stochastic error term. Yi is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2 xi plus ui is the stochastic specification of population regression function. The consumption expenditure of a family is linearly related to its income plus the disturbance term. So don't get confused with the population regression function and its stochastic specification. In the population regression function, we were trying to bring about the relationship between expected y value and x value. And we know that the relationship is linear. Expected value of y given xi is a linear function of xi. But when you move on to the stochastic specification of PRF, you are trying to establish the relationship between individual y value and x value. And it is expressed as yi is equal to expected value of y given xi plus ui. So this is the new term which is bringing about the specification or the stochasticity in the population regression function. So in the stochastic specification, we can state that the consumption expenditure of an individual family is linearly related to its income plus the disturbance term. The stochastic specification clearly shows that there are other variables besides income that affect consumption expenditure, and that an individual family's consumption expenditure cannot be fully explained only by the variables included in the regression model. So stochastic specification accounts for other variables which are influencing the dependent variable. In this hypothetical example, we were dealing with the consumption expenditure of families, and as per the model, we assumed that the consumption expenditure is influenced only by the weekly income of the families. But when you take an individual family's income, you can see that apart from income, there are some other factors which is influencing the consumption expenditure, and that is the reason for the deviation from the mean value. Each of the individual y value is showing deviation from the mean value simply because of the presence of some other variables which are influencing the expenditure. These other variables are captured by the stochastic disturbance term ui. So the stochastic specification clearly shows that there are some other variables which are influencing consumption expenditure. And also, we can see that an individual family's consumption expenditure cannot be fully explained only by the variables given in the regression model. So that is all about the stochastic specification of PRF. Thank you.